Hi! So I filmed a video today showing how I did this look here, a tutorial using the Morphe brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and it looks like this. It's all mostly warm toned colors. It's really pretty. There's some iridescent duochrome kind of shades in there, and I used about, I want to say 4 shades out of that palette and got this whole look. So if you want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Thanks! Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the right eye and show you how I did the look that is on my left eye. And I am using as a base the NYX shadow base. It's white in pearl. It's white pearl, so it's a pearly kind of shiny base, as opposed to their they have a white one that's just a matte base. So I'm using this because I want a little bit more of the color I'm going to use on my lid. There has a little bit more iridescence that I would like to show up, and I think using the pearl base will help that come through. So I'm just going to put it there, make sure I get the inner part of that tends to be dark, and my lid. The brush is the best method I find. Alright, so then I am going to add a white to under my brow to set that, because this is, it's a creamy base, so it's not going to set. There's not a really good highlight shade here in this palette, in this Morphe brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. This one looks like it might be a good highlight color, but it's a really shimmery pinkish color. It looks whiter on camera than it is in real life. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and use this NYX Diamond Lust. I think I've been calling it Diamond Dust this whole time. It's Diamond Lust. So I'm just going to go ahead, and that's a shimmerish white color, but not, crazy shimmery, so it goes, along with the base, and I just put it there on the inside. I highlight a lot on the inner corner. Some people just do real close, but I have a deep socket there, and it tends to get dark because of the shadows that I have on my face, so I like to really highlight it. I just like the way it looks, personally. So I'm just going to add that. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go into this color here, which it's not going to show up as the way, let me see if I swatch it here for you guys. It's this iridescent pink, but it shifts. It has a color shift to it, and it's just, it's not really showing, I can't get it really to show up there. But it has this color shift to it, and that's why I used the white base, because I really wanted to enhance that color shift. It's a beautiful color. It looks, in the pan, it just looks like a normal, kind of tan color, but when you put it on, it has this, when you dip into it, it's this iridescent pink shade, maybe a little purple in certain light. So I'm just applying that all over to the lid there, and swiping it on, because I noticed if you pat iridescent, packed shades like that, it doesn't show up as well as when you swipe it. So kind of like, I don't know, how like on your couch, for example, or fabric, if you swoosh it one way it makes one color, and you swoosh it the other way it's kind of like that. So then I'm going to go into this color here, which is a warm kind of tan, and it looks very similar to the one that I put on, my lid, but it's in real life, the color shift of the other one is what makes it more unique. And you'll see when I put these on, they're going to look like I have, almost one color all over, but that's not the case. Obviously you guys saw me put the look on, so it's not the case, but just go ahead and blend that, and you can see these colors, they apply really nicely, and this palette is only $19.99, I believe, and so well worth it. So I am going to then add this color here, which is just a matte burgundy shade. And I originally was going to go with this one, but it ended up that the darker color, the darker of the two, you know, mixed with the colors that I already had on in the base already provided the purple. It blended out to more of a purple, which is what I was going for. So I'm going to go ahead, look down into my mirror, and apply that into the crease, and, you know, down onto the lid here a bit. Okay, so it's there, and then I'm going to take a blending brush, and I have two that I was using. So I have a fatter one, this is a Sigma E40, and then this one is a Coastal Scents, you know, it's just a bit smaller. So I'm going to take the smaller of the two, I'm going to go ahead and blend that purpley, well, it's a burgundy. See, in the pan, it looks like a straight burgundy, but when I put it on, it blends out into this beautiful purple, deep kind of shade. And so I'm just going to keep darkening up that crease until I get the desired effect, or until it matches the other side at least, you know. That's pretty much when I know when to stop. So just keep adding it and blending it, you know, circular motions there on the lid just to get it in there. I feel like the other side is still a bit darker just in that crease there. So not necessarily, not up, just in that crease. And go into the blend. So you place the color and then blend it. Place the color and then blend it. That's standard for any eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it out a little bit more here. And then I'm gonna use this Stila smudge stick eyeliner in the color Deep Burgundy. And can I just tell you how much I love this eyeliner? I bought it, you know, based on some, YouTube videos I watched, people recommending it, and I was like, meh, it's this dark burgundy color, you know, okay, whatever. I mean, I'll swatch it here for you, even though you'll see me. But when you put it on, and I have several of these smudge sticks, several. I have maybe one other one. But when you put it on, I'm just gonna line underneath, so my lash line there. And then you blend it out, it just creates this beautiful burgundy color. So it's not, you place the color, and then I'm gonna go into my crease brush. That's the same one that I used here to put that burgundy up there. I'm going to go and blend it out. So it blends out and blends down into this really pretty purpley kind of burgundy color. And, you know, they're great. They're called smudge sticks because they're meant to be smudged. And they're great consistency, creamy, but not so creamy they slide all over. And so this color I highly recommend if you are interested. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to apply a little bit, you know, obviously into the upper waterline, and then I'm going to do a little bit on my above my lashes there. And then I'm going to go into that same shader brush. That's the one that I used to pack the color onto my lid. And I'm going to smudge that out. And the reason I'm doing it with this brush is because it comes to a tip here. And it's just the perfect, you know, perfect brush. I mean, you can use any tools that work, that, you know, are working the way that you want. And so this, as you can see, it blends out, and it's blending into this iridescent kind of color I have here, and creating like this kind of glowy effect. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but it's like this iridescence kind of color. So I'm going to go into that burgundy shade, the same one that I have in my outer V, and I'm just going to make sure that these right here, the V and the liner, are seamless. There. So there's the finished shadow look. I only used 3 shadows so far, so not bad, right? So I am going to go into that shade here, though, that I said was, you know, looks white on camera, but it actually has a little bit of pink to it. And I'm going to just, you know, add that to the inner corner, kind of fix that one there, where I had already put the base down, and just adds that extra shimmer in there that I like it to be kind of dramatic, just because I have dark I have darkness there that I like to brighten up. Just make sure they match. And, you know, we can go back in and blend it here in the front so it's not so stark. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just added my mascara and I used Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. It comes in this fancy faux leather case, and you can see it works pretty good. It's a very wet formula though, and I've used it a bunch of times. I don't remember if it dries out to a better, a drier consistency. That's the final eye look that I used with the Morphe brushes shadows, the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette that I have. And I'm going to go ahead and add my blush. And I'm going to use Milani's Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. And it's this rose gold color. See, it's kind of it's a pink with gold in it, and it's very shimmery, and but not in a crazy bad way, or it's a shimmery blush, so it's not a matte blush. But when I got this, I was obsessed with it, and I think it'll go really well with the iridescent kind of color that I have on my lid. And I was obsessed with this blush. Like, I wore it every day maybe it was last summer. I even got a backup of it because I just loved it so much, and I still do. I still love it. But you know, when I first got it, it was like I couldn't find it. At first I want to try it, I couldn't find it anywhere. So then, you know, when you go somewhere to get something and they don't have what you want, you go on a mission. Well, at least I do. You go on a mission to find it until you get it. And I finally found it, and I bought two because, you know, I've had such a hard time finding it to begin with. But see, it's this, and I already had some contour on and highlight, not shimmery highlight, but just a light highlight under my eye. But you can see it blends out, and it creates a shimmer already. So if you blend it up onto your cheekbones, it already creates a shimmer, so you don't need to add an additional highlight, and that's what I love about it. So it's this, see how it has like a shimmer to it, and it's just a beautiful color. So in the camera, I feel like it's coming off kind of intense, but in real life, it's totally wearable and not as shocking as it looks in the camera, which I find happens often. So I'm not going to add an extra highlight because I think that's shimmery enough. So for lips, I'm going to stick with the plummy kind of theme I have going on, and I'm going to use MAC's Beet. B-E-E-T, as in the food, not B-E-A-T, as in, you know, get your ass beat. But I just noticed I had food on my teeth. Really? No one told me? Come on, guys. I thought we were a team here. That's embarrassing. It's the end of my video. Did I have food in my teeth this whole time? Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna go in with Beet and outline my lips. And then I'm going to take the NARS Audacious lipstick in Fanny, which, you know, is a woman's name here in the United States. And if you're from England, it's something obscene that I won't repeat, but go ahead and look it up. So, see, it matches pretty good with that Beet lip liner. Beet lip liner, I was surprised at how universal it is. I can use it for so many different colors that I have. Or maybe I just have a lot of the same color. Maybe that's really what it is, huh? That is quite possible, considering, you know, my makeup obsession. So I'm just going to use my concealer brush, the same one that I did my eyebrows with, and I'm just going to clean up the lines here. There you have it. There is the eye look that I created with my Morphe brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and my lipstick with NARS Audacious Fanny. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos that I keep putting out, and you guys will see me later. Bye!